Go. Imagine walking into a store with your dad, brother, friend, or boyfriend and picking up two identical razors from the same brand with the same features, even the same number of blades. The only differences between the two are yours is pink and it costs more.
$94,000. That's how much more women pay than men just to get ready. What does that look like on a day-to-day basis? Imagine Jim gets dressed. He puts on jeans, a t-shirt, and he shaves. And it costs Jim about $85. Now Jane gets dressed. She puts on jeans from the same company. Her t-shirt is bought at the same place where Jim bought his. And her pretty pink razors are the same brand as Jim's, but it costs Jane about $135. Overcharging women for like products is known as the pink tax.
This affects all of us, especially young women like me, who are just starting to make financial decisions on their own. It's not just about razors or shampoo, it's about equality. I started looking into this after my mom realized that the products she was buying me were consistently more expensive than the ones she was buying for my brother. Regardless of the fact that she was shopping at the same stores from the same brands, I've read studies from government agencies, marketing analysts, and advocacy organizations. The more I found, the more frustrated it made me, and the more I knew I wanted to speak on it. The pink tax, both on physical goods and digital advertising, is a hidden but widespread form of gender-based discrimination, and we need a federal law to ban it. First, I'll explain what the pink tax is and how it harms women. Then I'll show how a federal solution could fix it. So, what exactly is the pink tax and how far does it go? The pink tax refers to charging women more for the same or similar products and services, often just because the packaging is pink or it's labeled for her. And in marketing, it refers to the additional expenses advertisers incur to target females, which ultimately contributes to gender inequality. The New York City Department of Consumer and Worker Protection conducted a study on pricing in 5 different industries: toys and accessories, children's clothing, adult clothing, personal care, and home health care. The agency compared nearly 800 products from more than 90 brands and found that on average across all industries, women's products cost 7% more than the identical products marketed for men. However, the issue is not limited to only tangible goods. Women also pay more for service, such as dry cleaning and haircuts. The state of California estimated that women paid an annual gender tax of approximately $1,351 for the same services as men yearly, and went on to claim that the pink tax penalizes women across California to the tune of roughly $47 billion each year. A real-life example of this can be seen in this image from Amazon. That shows a pink scooter being sold for almost double the price of the same scooter in red. In an article from Good Morning America, a mom said she had to switch her daughter to men's deodorant and shampoo because she couldn't afford the marked up feminine products. And she says, it's like being penalized for being a girl. And now it's happening online too. A 2024 study by researchers in Spain found that advertisers pay 30% more to show online ads to women versus they do to men, just to get on their screens. So, how do we stop it? With one consistent, enforceable solution. We need a federal law that prohibits companies from charging different prices for products that are substantially similar unless there's a material difference. States like California already have laws banning gender-based pricing and services, and New York passed a similar law in 2020, but there's no national rule. There needs to be. The law should also address online ads by requiring platforms like Facebook to disclose and eliminate algorithmic pricing that favors men or penalizes women. The researchers who studied this digital pink tax concluded, quote, the phenomenon is systematic and rooted in the design of auction-based advertising algorithms. In other words, it's baked into the tech, and only regulation could fix it. The pink tax is real. It affects everything from your kids' toys to online ads, And without a federal law, it will continue hurting women financially for no reason other than their gender. Whether you're buying your own products or raising daughters someday, this affects you. And if neither of those descriptions apply to you, I'm sure you have a mom or a wife, or at least know a woman who is being negatively impacted by the pink tax. Therefore, you should care too. Support federal legislation like the Pink Tax Repeal Act. Talk to your representatives, and the next time you see that $12 pink razor or $50 pink scooter, speak up. Quality should not come with a price tag.
Wonderful.